course, after going over the video quite a few times, you come to the same conclusion. Disappointing how we play as a team. You kind of start with turnover ratio after any game, and we had five, only took the ball away a couple of times against a good offensive team like Nebraska had, and you'll end up with results the way we did. Some good things were done, especially on the offensive side of the football. A.J. Bush, I thought, was outstanding. When you have a quarterback playing that way, you have a chance to win. Just unfortunately, we couldn't get more possessions for our offense to be able to move up and down the football field. I think we had 16 explosive plays on the offensive side of the football. Most of our goals we have set for each game offensively we accomplished, except for turning the ball over 3 times. So that's good. Defensively, just about every goal we didn't accomplish. The long runs, long plays, just in general, really hurt us a lot. Didn't take the ball away. Had other opportunities to get it, and we didn't. We didn't tackle well. So these are things we have to clean up. We had a few injuries. Reggie Corbin, of course, didn't finish the game, but we're hopeful he'll be able to go. We had a few other guys that are banged up a little bit, but we have a little bit of time before we play Iowa. Our history with them, I think they've won the last 4 games. It's been a long time, I think 2008 or so, that we beat them. We played them tough. The other 2 times we played them, but haven't been able to get over the hump. Excited about coming back home. Most teams play better at home. Hopefully that'll be the case with us. Take your question.
How do you fix tackling?
Just keep working on it. I don't know if she's fixed it right. Tackling wasn't as bad the week before. The tackling was bad this game. We'll go back to work with it. Again, we haven't tackled like that, so we're better than that.
Is it like a mindset thing, or is it kind of like more of a technique?
Both. Mindset, technique, all the above when you miss tackles. But everybody in America misses tackles. We miss too many of them. Again, we'll go back to work this week to fix those, hopefully, and we won't miss that many this week.
What did you see from A.J. Bush? I mean, obviously running was great, but just as a passer and just
I saw just a player that was really motivated, especially when you go back to a place that you've called home. But A.J. is tough duty. He's big, he's athletic, he's good speed, and whenever you have an athletic quarterback like that can move the chains with his legs, and to be able to throw it too. His passing stats won't say exactly how he played. We had too many drops in that game, but we had production from that position. Gives us a chance.
Bobby Roundtree kind of had a slow start to the season, but it seems like he's really upgraded his game so far right now. What have you seen out of him that's allowed him to be successful these last couple?
Well, he first off, I can't think of a practice. I can't think in his 2 years here. I can't think of a practice he's missed. Shows up every day. Same type of effort. He's the same guy with everything that he does. As I talk about some of the disappointing things defensively, I'm not talking about Bobby Roundtree. Bobby Roundtree was outstanding. He left another sack out there. He had 2, left another one out there, caused a fumble, played hard, numerous strips, attempt. But he's a good football player. I mean, you start with that. He can do everything we're looking for at the defensive end position. We'll need him to play his best football, of course, this week.
Coach, Alex Palczewski moves positions. He's kind of turned into one of the most consistent linemen for you. What did you see from him on Saturday? What's his progression been like this year?
Just back to offense, as you talk about A.J. and other things, you have to start with the offensive line again. Nick Algretti has played well numerous weeks. He's got a lot of momentum with his play. But Alex has done the same thing. But Alex, a lot like Bobby, hasn't missed anything. You know, you get the same guy each day, working hard, smart player. You know, in his position, he's on an island at times, relentless, tough. I mean, you could go on and on about him. Two guys you want to build a program around.
To get back to Bobby, I mean, he came in with the frame you may think of when defensive end.
Yes.
He may be able to leverage that just by his growth, maybe technique or in skill.
Well, yes, he has improved a lot technique-wise, but I think normal progression of growth in all areas too as a young player. You know, Bobby wasn't in a big weight program in high school, so he's had to develop strength. He's done that. We talk about athletic ability. I mean, he's a good basketball player. He can do it all. Long arms. It's kind of the prototype a little bit for what we're looking for at the defensive end position, and he's just getting started. His best days are still ahead of him, and that's what's exciting.
What do you think about the overall play from your defensive line at this point in the season?
Overall play, the last game, of course, it was pretty good play by defensive line. Jamal Milan played pretty good football also. But, again, just total body, you know, not quite good enough. Our defensive line, as we go back to Iowa, I mean, it's a team that's been running straight, not a whole lot of debate on what they're going to do or try to do to us. Defensive line will really need to step up. Games like this is always about both sides, you know, offensive and defensive line. That'll definitely be the case. But defensive line-wise, we need to really show up and attack this run.
If there's such a disappointing game, obviously punt returns, is this week more about building those guys up, or is it looking for other options?
Well, as you can see, team, you know, as I started initially, disappointment with how we played. But there's just no time for that with our program right now. Just like it's like the Minnesota game. Right now, with where we are with our program, the playoffs have begun. I mean, playoffs started. We'll start this week. And for us to advance, we have to get this one. So our football team realizes that. We watched the video this morning, put that to bed. Now it's just about Iowa and having the best Tuesday practice we've had all year. Those things we talked about, tackling and all drop passes, all of those things we need to get fixed. It's now never. And a lot of times when you're in those situations, it brings out the best in you, and that's what we're hoping. We know what we're capable of doing. Last time we showed up out here, we saw what we're capable of doing, and that's the type of effort we need to get this week.
But specifically the punt return, do you look to those freshmen build them up, or do you look for a different
Well,
option?
I mean, we're always building our players up. First off, we're being real. What happened out there, we need to correct. That can't happen. We watched the video. We tried to correct the things we needed to where that doesn't happen again. But, yes, we've done that. Now it's about this week. It's not like we're going to kick somebody off the team for dropping a punt or anything like that. There's a reason why those guys were back there. They were our best option back there, and they'll do better this week.
Is that the mentality you're going into the next two games with a playoff because a bowl bid?
It is absolutely. That's our mentality. We have to get the job done this week. Microscope-wise, we have to get the job done this week. Telescope-wise, it's these next two that we're talking about. That is our absolute mindset these next 2 weeks.
What type of challenges does Iowa's defense kind of give you?
They play hard. They're sound. They've been playing the same system for a lot of years. Don't make a lot of mistakes. Tough football team. Again, it's all those things. Discipline, that's what they have. I mean, that's what they've been for many years. That's why we're looking forward to this matchup. We know what we're going to get on the other side. We need to make sure that that's how we're playing every snap. It'll be that type of football game.
You mentioned Iowa likes to run. What do you see as the challenge from their passing game?
Well, when you can run the football that way, it opens up, situations in the passing game, one-on-one situation. You have to commit to stopping the run, and that leaves them one-on-one situations outside. When they pass the football, we need to be able to cover them. Most people play them the same. It's not like there's prevent defense you're going to play against them. It's stop the run, press, man, type coverage. That's what we'll be doing, and that's what most teams have done against them.
Coach, teams don't challenge improved throughout this year?
Well, he's improved. Nate's a good football player. You start off with that. When you're the best corner, a lot of times they go to the other side. What's that saying a little bit is that, you know, the corner on the other side needs to take advantage of the opportunities he's getting, since teams have chosen to go that way. But I wouldn't say that they haven't attacked Nate. Nate had opportunities last week. He'll have opportunities. He, just like the rest of our football team, defensive team, needs to play better this week, and they will.
3 freshmen in that secondary. What have you seen from them so far?
We've seen growth, freshman growth. But when you start, you know, from the infant stage, there's growing pains. And those growing pains continue, but the reason why we have those freshmen out there, they're good football players and will be good football players in the future.
This Iowa defensive line is probably one of the better ones in play this year.
Yes.
What's this test like for your offensive line, which obviously has improved a lot?
Well, offensive line's been playing good football. When you're playing good football, and they play against good defensive lines before, you're looking forward to another challenge. We know, yes, this is an excellent defensive front, excellent defensive team, excellent defensive front. Deep, just not in their 4 starters. So we know where they'll be. It's not like they're going to do a whole lot of blitzing and things like that. We know where they'll be. It's bone on bone a little bit. As an offensive line, you look forward to that challenge.
In the time that Rayvon's gotten the game, what's he showed you? I don't think he's had a negative play this year, his ability to get yardage.
I think that's what that's what he's shown us since he's been here. He's a tough player, can run in between the tackles. Can catch the ball if needs be, if that's what we're asking him to do, and has just waited patiently for his opportunity. And normally, if you're a good football player, you get a chance. And Rayvon has taken advantage of it. It's kind of this next man up mentality that we have. And running back wise, that room has stepped up every time we've asked him to.
Is there still a chance Mike might return this year? I mean, about injury.
I'm sorry?
Is there still a chance Mike Epstein might get back this year?
No, Mike probably will not be back this year.
Probably,
I'd say probably. Probably is probably, right? Mike probably won't be back won't be back this year. Next week I can talk a little bit more, all right, on that last game, and we'll see. How's that?
Probably it's senior day, so last home game for a number of guys.
Yes.
Speak on their impact on the program and the relationship with them.
Well, special time, you know. Their impact on our team, I mean, big impact. You know, see Nick walking up, Al Grady walking up here. So many of our other guys, Dale Sean Phillips, we only don't have a lot of defensive, don't have a lot of defensive players really that are seniors, but these players, seniors that are leaving, have excellent leadership on and off the football field, put their time in here, building the program. I mean, a lot of them have been in a tough situation, coaching changes and things like that, but they've done everything we've asked them to do. And once you get to your senior year, you've gone through an awful lot. A lot of sacrifice, hard work, and you want to finish it off the right way. So as we talk about this playoff run, yeah, it is for the seniors and what they've done for our program, and we want to send them off the right way.
Of course, you're not the one that recruited them. How meaningful is it to you the way they bought in with you?
Oh, I think it's, it's like, an adopted child a little bit. They're yours. They're the same as any other children. And so, yeah, I didn't recruit some of the guys, but we've been together so long. I didn't think about that until now. To me, it seemed like that I recruited all these players. We did, our staff did. We've been together so long, and we're all invested in everything together. And but I'm gonna, just like the rest of them, I'm gonna miss all of them. Said the same thing last year. You miss the players that have invested and done so much, for your program.
How does AJ Bush's value kind of go beyond the 7 or 8 months that he's physically been with the program?
Well, he's had such a big impact, and you just look, and he came in pretty much training camp to make that type of impact, and to be a starter, but be one of the leaders. And for a player that's gone through as much as he's gone through, you pull for guys like that, it's always about the finish of your career, the finish for our football season right now. You want your finish to go a certain way, and again, as I talk about the rest of the guys, we want AJ's finish to go a certain way, and we have a chance to be a big part of that.
Well, obviously, Nick's been so good for you and a leader. What's his future look like for you?
I just, so many of our guys, and that's what you get here at the University of Illinois. The graduates we send out going to be, shaping the world, and you don't want to. The sky's the limit for what Nick and the rest of the guys. I mean, I'm talking about how long we've been around them. Most of you have been around these guys. You've seen them grow up. You talk to them every day. You know that there's some special people in that group that are going to do special things. It's going to be fun watching to see exactly what they do. Thank you.